just, this is not the retirement of old. And I think most of us know this, but just want to reiterate. If you look at how much has changed, the US life expectancy was 60, this is all people throughout the whole range, was about 68 years in 1950. And now it's up to 79 years. So a big change from when our grandparents retired and really what the retirement system was all about. So now, as some of you may know, when Social Security was first set up, the average life expectancy was 65, 66 years old. So basically it was set up so that nobody would really get much retirement, or on average, we wouldn't get much retirement because we weren't living past the age to collect Social Security benefits. And you can see all the way up in 1950, it wasn't very much. Now it's increased. And these are the numbers for the entire US population. If we look down at the bottom of the screen or look at the graph itself that's on the screen, for people that are now 65 years old, you've reached age 65, men are on average going to live another 18 plus years, and women are going to live approximately another 21 years past that age of 65. So if we're talking about the typical retirement age, we still have a lot of time left after we retire at 60, 65. To do a lot of things or not do a lot of things. It's all up to you, but we have to be, I think we have to be prepared to understand what the challenges are. This should be probably one of the best times of our lives if we approach it correctly and think about it. So that's the first thing to think about is we really can't mimic our grandparents or even really our parents' ages. Our average age is going up so much more quickly now. In general, we're in better health, et cetera, et cetera. So any questions or comments on that? All right, so what are we going to do? Right, so are you ready to transition to retirement? So, emotionally, there's two things, the emotional and then the actual physical or practical things. So on some of the emotional things is, we are going to have a lot more unstructured time, or the ability to have some unstructured time. And then the pace of our life can change. We're used to, a lot of us are used to working, going to work every day, getting up at a certain time, rushing through breakfast, getting ready to go to work, trying to beat the traffic or the public transportation, whatever it is, getting to work, spending basically most of our waking hours at work, and then getting back home to fix or eat dinner and then relax for a few hours. So that kind of thing sort of goes away. Both the pace, that fast pace, we don't have to have that fast pace, and that the structure in our life sort of goes away. For some people, that's a great thing to have. They don't like the structure. For others, it's very much a nerve-wracking time not to have some structure. I know shortly after yes, Meryl.
Okay, I want to tell you, Philip, I'm already retired, but it's not like I am retired because I go to the school 5 days a week and I do 6 to 7 hours. And it's like I'm still working. So, but physically, I'm retired, and I just want to know, when I get tired of going to the school, being a foster grandparent with the children, I want to know what I can do.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yep. We're going to talk about that in the next screen, I believe.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. And that's exactly right. So Meryl is saying, I guess financially, she's retired. She's not making that full-time check, but she still has pretty much a structured life in regards to what's going on. She's sort of mimicking the world, and that's how some people do it. I know shortly after I retired, I communicated via email with my former boss where I worked, and I had a good relationship with her and all those good things. And I talked about one of the things that was exciting that I said is I don't have a lot of structure to my life right now. I knew at work every Tuesday I had this 8 o'clock meeting, which wasn't my most fun thing. Every Wednesday I had certain meetings. Every Thursday, the way my work life was set up, I had pretty much a routine every week of, especially Tuesday through Thursday, a lot of meetings, Friday was my only day where I really didn't have a preset type of things to do almost each and every week. And her response back was, "Oh my God, I don't know if I could handle not having all that structure." And what I found out as I've sort of moved through a little bit, I do like some, this is just me speaking, I do like some structure in my life. And now one of the things I do is a lot of volunteering. And so I have a certain structure where there's a couple days a week where I know pretty much, every Monday morning and every Friday morning, I'm going to go and do some things. And with GetSetUp, I usually give them my time frames, that usually Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. I'm available for class. I'm also available for class on Monday afternoon. And then sometimes we get some, sometimes we don't. So I have a little bit of structure in my life because I didn't like the fully unstructured either. But what I found out was it's not so much the structure, it's that what I do now, I enjoy doing and want to do it. So I'm sort of halfway between that full structure and no structure. In regards to that, I like to have some free time, but I like to have some time set aside. Other people I've talked to just like to know they're going to do certain types of things, but it's completely on their time. It's maybe not volunteering. They're going to, meet with some friends to go do some things, go to museums. It doesn't matter when you do that, what day of the week. It's not a structure, but they have some plans in the back of their head. They know they're going to do certain things on a semi-regular basis. So you really just need to sort of think about that, understand that the structure is going to be different. You control it a lot more. And then that sort of goes line in line with the pace of work. You don't have to necessarily get up at the same time every day, etc. I like that. I've never been a late sleeper, so I still get up fairly early, not nearly as early as when I used to go to work and do those things. But you need to find what works with you. Like I say, at the bottom of the screen, your life will be different. But the good news is you get to start with a blank slate or a clean slate, and you can fill in what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. For a lot of people, that's fun. For some people, it's a little bit scary. So you have to think about all those things as we transition. So a few more people have joined us as the class has gotten going. So my name is Philip, and I'm sort of guiding the session. And as I said at the beginning, for those of you who have joined recently, I do want this class to be interactive. It's more of a discussion. We have some people in the audience that haven't retired yet, others that have. So please share your thoughts and inputs into some of the things we're talking about. And right now we're talking about being mentally ready to move into a retirement era.